You guys, it is so hot here. I know I keep talking about this. I'm like a broken record. It's so hot here that I'm sitting here filming with no pants on. I just have this shirt on. I have underwear on, but I don't have any pants on because I just couldn't take it. Hey guys, I was sitting down to do my makeup and I thought to myself, wow, I really don't want to put on too much makeup. It is brutally hot here in Las Vegas. It is June. And normally Vegas is very hot in June, but we are definitely going through a heat wave. And I went outside maybe for like 3 minutes yesterday and just like started to have like a hard time breathing. Like it's really brutal outside. So with that in mind, I've just been like thinking, I really don't want to put a lot of stuff on my face. So we are doing like a foundation free, very quick, I don't know, 5-10 minute makeup look. I don't know what I'm going to name this video, but something like that. It's definitely going to be foundation free and it's definitely going to be quick. So I'm sitting here debating whether or not I want to even put primer on. I have, all of my skincare down. I have SPF. This primer, this Victoria Beckham Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer is in the shade Golden. So there's like a little bit of a tint to it, but I really don't even know if I want that extra layer. So I think I'm just gonna put that aside and I'm just gonna go straight in with concealer. So if I don't wanna do foundation, but I feel like my skin tone is a little bit off in some areas, generally around my eyes. Maybe sometimes the red blotchiness that I have on my jaw bothers me. Sometimes it doesn't bother me. I have a feeling today it's not gonna bother me. So I'm gonna use my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade 2N. I'm gonna use that around my eyes. So this shade 2N works for under my eyes. It's not especially brightening. And it also works on my face. So it's just a really great shade match for me. And the consistency of this concealer is very creamy. The coverage is like a solid medium coverage, I think, in terms of concealers. So it's just a really good kind of all around concealer. So that's why I really like using this concealer when I'm doing like a no foundation look, because one, the shade works all over my face, around my eyes, on my face, and the texture of this concealer is really great. It's creamy. So sometimes I feel like high coverage concealers that you would use around the eyes don't necessarily work on the face unless you're just sort of like pinpoint concealing. If you're doing just a real casual kind of quick makeup look, I just feel like that's a little bit too high maintenance. So I'm just gonna stick with this Dior concealer of mine. It just works really well. And I'm gonna use the Refer foundation brush here. I'm just going to pounce it in. And as soon as I put a little something around my eyes, I feel like I look brighter already. So again, depending on my mood, will depend on like how much attention I want to pay to the rest of my face. So I have these sunspots here, and then I do have the blotchiness along my jawline. So I'm just gonna put a little bit there. I'm not gonna go too crazy. It's just too hot to be bothered. Maybe that'll be the name of this video. Too hot to be bothered. Take whatever's left on my brush and just kind of brush it over that red area around my nose. Base is down. That's all I'm gonna do. And at this point, if I'm gonna use powder products, I'd probably lightly powder my face just to kind of set everything down. If I'm gonna use cream products, I am not going to powder my face. So I think I'm gonna focus on cream products. I've been loving cream products, and yeah, and they just go with this sort of mood that I'm in, this like foundation free, quick makeup look. I'm gonna start with the Danessa Myricks Power Bronzer. I have it in the shade Light, and this I have been using on and off here and there since I hauled it for you guys, and I've used it in a video with you guys. This has really great staying power, and I feel like cream products really get a bad rap. Like, oh, if it's hot out, I'm gonna be sweating, it's just gonna sweat off my face. There are some cream products that set pretty well, and this is one of them. I'm gonna use the same Refer foundation brush, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit with the brush and pounce it just underneath my cheekbones there. And even though I'm using it kind of as a contour right now, definitely is more of a bronzer in that it's very warm toned, but I'm just going to kind of bronzer with it and just put it wherever I want to add a little bit of sun-kissed glow. But this product blends out beautifully, and like I mentioned, it just stays put all day. All right, so that's the Danessa Myricks Power Bronzer in Light. kind of all over my face. So let's move over to blush. And when I'm doing a no makeup kind of look, I do like to use a strong blush. I feel like when I use a strong blush, I don't necessarily need to put that much eye makeup on, like all the attention is drawn to my cheeks. Maybe I'll put on a bright lip or something. I do generally like strong blushes anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna use the Surratt Artistic Liquid Blush in Classic. And I've been playing around with these liquid blushes since I got them. They're almost like a serum blush. What I like to do is pump some out on my hand and then pick some up with a brush and then just pounce it on. I think when I first started using these, I preferred my finger, but now that I've been using them a little bit more, I think I like using it with a brush. Ooh, and these feel so cool on the cheek, which is great when it's 120 degrees out. So there is Classic. Let me go ahead and apply it to the other side. Because I have dry skin, this liquid blush pretty much stays put for me. But if you have oilier skin, you may want to just put maybe a little light powder blush on top, which would actually give it a really lovely effect. But it'll also help it kind of stay in place, or just a little bit of translucent powder. But because I have dry skin, this liquid blush pretty much stays put for me. So that is the Surratt Artistic Liquid Blush in Classic. And you know, I feel like a highlighter for me, and I know I feel like this is so blasphemous, but highlighter for me has become really optional. You know, it used to be my favorite step, or one of my favorite steps in my makeup routine. It was just so much fun, you know, to like see everything just start to shine. But I feel like having not powdered my face and using these cream products, I feel like, do I really need to add like more shine to my face? Probably not. So I think I'm gonna skip the highlighter step. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And of course for eyebrows, I'm using my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel, which is just the fastest one-step fluffy brow product. And then for eyes, I have a lot of options. I have a lot of options for eyes because I have a lot of single shadows and cream shadows that I love to use as like one and done shadows. And that's really what I gravitate towards, obviously, for this really quick, easy kind of makeup look. So I've got a couple here. I've got the Chantecaille Mermaid Eye Color in Seashell that I love. And I also have the Dior Monocolor Couture in 530 Tulle, which is a shade with a satin finish. I was just wearing this in another video. I can't remember which one, but it's just such a pretty, just one and done shadow. It gives your lid just a really nice shimmer. Same with the Chantecaille. So I think I'll use the Dior. Why not? Let me use the Dior. And it's that time again where I have to wash my brushes. It's getting dire, but I think I have one clean one here. Yeah, this is the Chantecaille Eye Definer brush. So I'm gonna go into the Dior Tulle shade and just apply this all over. But yeah, it just gives my lids like this really pretty glisten. It's like I'm adding that highlight to my lids instead of putting it anywhere else on my face where I normally would, you know, cheekbones, bridge of my nose, all of that. It looks like I'm just adding highlight to my eyelids. So pretty. All right, and if I'm gonna do a bold lip, red-orange lip, I'm probably not going to use an eyeliner. I'd probably just go in with some mascara, which would define the lash line anyway. But if I'm gonna do a more natural, clear, nude kind of lip, I would probably wanna line my eyes just to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit more. Otherwise, I feel like maybe my face would look a little bit too washed out. So I have to decide now what lip I'm gonna use. Let me think. I wish you guys could like vote and let me know as I'm filming. Maybe next time I'll do this as a live stream. Anyway, what do I feel like? Okay, since I did that video where I swatched 10 of my favorite like red, orange, bright lips, I think I feel like doing a nude just for a change. And I've been loving the Byredo tinted lip balms, and I have the shade Argila, and it's just the perfect nude. It's just a tinted balm, so it's really easy to wear. So because of that, I am gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on just to make my eyes stand out a little bit. So I just have my Pat McGrath Blitz Brown liner here. Actually, I have to sharpen it. You guys, it is so hot here. I know I keep talking about this. I'm like a broken record. It's so hot here that I'm sitting here filming with no pants on. I just have this shirt on. I have underwear on, but I don't have any pants on because I just couldn't take it. All right, so I'm just going to drag this over my lashes and get it in my lashes. I have thick eyelids, so if I don't tight line and really get it into my lash line, it looks like I missed where I put my eyeliner, but it's just because I have thick eyelids. All right, gonna curl my eyelashes now. I'm using the new Refer lash curler, which is just incredible. It's such a good match to like the shape of my eyes. I'm gonna use the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl. This is one of my favorite mascaras that gives me length and volume. I don't really usually like voluminous mascaras, but this one is really, it's really good. It doesn't give me clumpy lashes. It really looks like it just kind of thickens each lash. It's really good. I feel like I need some eyeliner on my lower lash line. Let me just throw some on there. I'm not putting it in my waterline. I feel like that's a much more dramatic look. I'm just putting it at the base of my lashes here. Now, finally, the Byredo Tinted Lip Balm. All right, and there's my quick foundation-free makeup look when it's broiling hot outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.